It's Deacon back. So if you go on Twitter, you'll know about gimmick accounts. Sounds exactly like what it sounds like. It's fucking accounts on Twitter with gimmicks attached to it. Most of them are pretty shitty, but I recently found a pretty good one. Also, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm a little bit sick at the moment. The Twitter account we were talking about today is things that change the internet. We'll be the judge of that today. There's a lot of old boomer ones that I don't really know about. I'm only 19, so yeah, I'm a shitty zoomer, but you know, it's whatever. But we're gonna go through this, and I'm just scrolling through, and I'm just gonna pick a random one. So basically, I'll explain what it is in case you're misinformed and don't have the taste like most others. Let's go. First one we have here, scrolling randomly. More advanced than any AI or computer. We have the Filthy Frank show. I think it's undeniable how much impact Filthy Frank has had on the internet, like as a whole. Honestly, like, as far as content creator, Filthy Frank show is definitely top tier as far as content goes on YouTube. A lot of iconic music videos and songs and videos in general. Very big impact on the internet, I would say. Okay, next we have ASDF movie. ASDF movie, honestly, like, one of the, like, weirdest things in, like, elementary school was these kids, like, this is all they would talk about at school. So naturally, like an impressionable kid, you search this shit up, and I can't lie, it is pretty iconic. There is a few funny, for the time, jokes in there. Nothing I'd really ever watch today. Lots of iconic memes, though. Lots of iconic jokes that people still paired to this day, which is honestly annoying. This motherfucker, Yandere, I have watched a few videos of about Yandere. Honestly, like, the photos and the meme and, like, just the man in general is, like, he's really crazy. He's a real weirdo, but I can't deny that he has done tremendous for the memes in the community. I don't really care too much about the game he's making or whatever. I forget what it even is. It just he just looks like every one of his pictures look memeable, and they are memeable and have been posted many times. This one's with him holding a glass of milk, and I've seen this picture many of times. Overall, big impact on the internet. Yes, I would say so. Oh my goodness, MLG. I was really into MLG videos for a while. I can't recall if I've ever made an MLG montage. I don't think so, because there was a while there I didn't have anything to edit with, like a computer or a laptop. So, and that was around that time. But man, I used to watch the shit out of those. And it's funny because I still watch a lot of those same creators that made those videos today, which is kind of nuts. Overall, MLG montages always have a place in my heart. Definitely helped shape the internet. A lot of people got their humor from there, and stuff like Peep and Doge are still, like, relevant to this day, which is crazy. Epic rap battles of history, pretty cringe. I was like 10 listening to them on like a MP3 player. I downloaded, like, I forget which exact epic rap battle I ended up downloading. It was one of the very cringe worthy ones, and I used to bang that shit like hard. A lot of me and my friends would talk about it. Overall, yeah, there is a lot of cringe-worthy moments, a lot of meme-worthy moments, and a lot of weird moments in epic rap battles of history. It's still funny to this day when someone flames a rap song and they're talking about, like, oh, this epic rap battles of history ass flow, like, so definitely. Okay, we have the Mr. Moist Man himself, Charlie. Like, of course, like, this is just silly to say he didn't have any impact on the internet. He's one of the only YouTubers that still kind of stays true to his original commentary form. He still talks about trending topics, and he's one of the most popular on YouTube. Like, damn near 10 million subscribers right now. Every video is just, like, doing massive amount of numbers. I don't think I've ever heard anybody dislike Moist Critical. Anyways, obviously critical, very influential, very what you say based. He definitely changed the internet in a lot of big ways. This little fucker, so it is, like, no, honestly, I've seen this little dog in so many memes, and I'm sure you have too. They're inescapable. But I've noticed they kind of slowed down on, I think his name is like Cheems or something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. So Cheems, very influential. This dog is just, it represents a whole group of people. Really, it does. Very much changed the internet. Okay. Oh my god. This shit fucked me up for a while. I can't even lie. Shit like this. Bro, I stopped watching YouTube for a long while. Cause there was fucking pop-ups. That's what I used to call them. But man, that shit was like this shit. Couple of videos, like those iconic ones. They stopped me from watching YouTube for a while. Let me just say, I did man up. I did end up watching a bunch of other screamers and like jump scares, and I was just watching the hell out of those. Getting accustomed to fucking loud noises and scary faces. Ever since then, I really haven't cared too much about jump scares. Like, if I'm playing a video game, sure, but definitely scarred me when I was a kid, so it definitely shaped the internet. I know many other kids were scarred from this, man. It was bad. It was bad back in the day. To be a kid on YouTube, because you would just always get popped up because you thought you were watching a cool video, or people would set you up with like show you videos, man, like how to basic. Man, I was a huge fan when I was like 13, 14, man, going hard in the fucking how to basic videos up until I was like 15, 16 actually, if being more generous. It was a really great era of YouTube at this time. A lot of great content creators. I know these people were putting stuff in the microwave, shit in the microwave, and like seeing if they could get microwaved. That was just gold in YouTube. And there's YouTube poops going around still. Like, I see TikTokers and like wannabe YouTubers now trying to fill in that space of like being messy and like being absurd, but they can't do it like how to basic. Man, you can't replicate that, especially when he's face revealed. That was iconic, man. He had receipts and everything, bro. Like, he fucking had him recording himself from different angles, and like it was very, very like satisfying. One of the most satisfying face reveals, because sometimes people face reveal and it's just like, it's uneventful. They never show their face again. So what was the whole point of them even showing their face in the first place? Go on to the next one. Definitely very influential. Changed the space for sure. Roblox, man. Roblox. I grew up playing that shit. Many others grew up playing that shit. Played the shit out of it. A lot of different games. You might have caught me on like Capture the Flag. The one with the underground tunnels and shit, man. I ran home a lot of the time to play that shit, man. Like, I ran inside to the house and into my like room to play. And that shit was golden. Playing a couple different zombie games too on there. Yeah. Overall, like the oof sound, it's just iconic. Very much close to my heart. Roblox. It's where I met my first hackers, spammers, and like first time I heard like racial slurs in an online game. People typing them out and like just bypassing the system for chat. We got Jack, the CEO of Twitter. Well, the ex-CEO now. Making a tweet in 2006, March 21st, just setting up my Twitter. Honestly, he should have just deleted it at that point. The world would be much farther developed, to be honest, if Twitter wasn't made. Overall, Twitter, obviously, huge influence on fucking the internet in general. There'd be no drama without Twitter on the internet. Like, people would be arguing on Reddit and shit. So luckily, Twitter is made so we don't need to be arguing on Reddit or like Facebook or something. Obviously, so many memes came out of Twitter. So much entertainment. Ruined a lot of lives though. But it did shape the internet. Rage comics. Y'all remember when Lemino was like top 5 memes or like top 10 memes? Bro, I used to like even watch him when he did those like comic when he did the Rage comics. Like he would animate them and shit. Like I can't recall if he would voice them out or not, but he would edit them in some sort of way. And like, man, I just remember watching a lot of those. Like, actually a big majority of them are still memed on today, so which is nuts, actually. Shout out to Rage Comics, honest. Personally, to me, like, shaped my whole internet experience, bro. This meme, I don't know. Okay, I guess Keemstar freaking out on Blog TV. Definitely one of the most iconic moments in internet history. The white sunglasses, the camel hat, and the purple shirt. 2 fingers up, you know what's about to go down. Also, this is just Keemstar in general, and obviously Keemstar has had a lot of influence in internet culture, YouTube culture, etc. It's undeniable. Fast as fuck boy. His popcorn, the gnome. There is just so many iconic things. It's hard to name. Shaped the internet, changed it, whatever you want to call it. Ugh, just bringing back PTSD, bro. Pineapple Pin. I'm not gonna even sing the song. Fuck that. I'm not gonna sing the song. Pineapple Pen. This was in grade 8 for me. And, bro, they would not stop saying this shit. They would not let out. Like, why do that shit? Overall, not influential. I don't hear nobody talking about this shit no more. Like, nobody talking about Pineapple Pen. Like, Damn Daniel, I dare say it, but Damn Daniel definitely has more, like, influence on the internet than Pineapple Pen guy. Yeah, fuck Pineapple Pen, man. I heard that shit too many times. Let's go on to the next picture. If you know, you know. This is Dance to Your Dead. Very iconic video. If you went on YouTube, let me say, you've probably seen this shit. Even if you go on to today. Entry level meme shit. Like, you show this to your weird fucking friend that's just getting into like the memes and meme culture. And so this is like one of the first videos you show them. This is like the discussion of like what would you show Tupac, or like what would you show Biggie, what album you show them, like what would be the first album you'd play. This would be like what you would show Tupac, I guess, for memes. Or like anybody. Okay, I could just apply it to anybody then. This is like you revive someone from the dead and we have to introduce them to memes, or like show aliens memes. This will probably be one of the first we show them. Just unoffensive. It's people dancing, having a good time, dogs dancing. Like, how could they not like it? I don't know. I just remember this being a huge video. It was 8 years ago, so bro, I was like 11, grade like 3, 4, I think. Like, these motherfuckers would not stop talking about this shit in class. Same like Pineapple Pen. People would just like spam IRL like, bro, you gotta watch how animals eat their food. It's so funny. And I can't lie, man. I watch this shit and I laugh. I'm just kidding. I didn't laugh at this shit. So that shit was not really that funny to me. But I remember people were losing their shit. Like, these little kids were like screaming throughout the halls and like making references and shit to this one YouTube video. I don't even know who the fuck these guys are now. Overall, I guess pretty influential, but not to me, bro. Not to me. Alright, so Jeff the Killer, man. Can't lie, it traumatized me. And I realized I was recording this, like, I'm saying this shit traumatized me. Okay, I'm just being dramatic, okay? None of this shit really, like, traumatized me. Like, I'm not sitting here with nightmares and shit, like, oh shit, Jeff the Killer's gonna come. Like, no, like, it was just, like, being scared when you're younger, and, like, I would say, like, more spooked, actually, is a better term. Spooked. And, like, your imagination runs wild when you're a kid, so. But yeah, don't watch videos like that if you're young. Like, don't watch crazy videos like that, because it will fuck you up for a while. Like, you will be thinking you're seeing Slenderman and shit. And, because I remember one time, this is a tangent, but since it's creepypasta, Smile Dog was also another one. And that actually messed with me more because I watched it with my friend. Like, we were watching videos about Smile Dog with my friend, and they saw pictures of him and, like, whatever, and, like, proof that he's out there. And, like, we were laughing about it because we're in, like, grade 7 at this point. And we're like, oh, you know, Smile Dog, he's not real. And no shit, we walk outside. Like, we go in the back, and we're still talking about this dog. Like we're both nervously still talking about it. Eventually, we're walking down the alley. And my friend looked into a window. Like, didn't look right into a window, but from the alley to someone's backyard and to their window, we seen what looked to be a smile dog. A smile dog. And, like, I don't know what exactly it might have been, but we ran back into his yard. And, like, we were laughing about it, but we were also, like, spooked. Like, no way, dog. Like, no way, we just seen that shit. I think eventually we did go take a closer look, and it was just, like, something else. I don't recall, because we were laughing about it later. Creepypastas, in general, 100% huge influence on the internet. Bruh, this is, like, so nostalgic. This was also prime YouTube days. I have anything for views. Actually looking pretty slim compared to what he is now. I know I can't be talking about slim, but, but it is pretty weird. I think he just got that beer gut now. Of course, we have Filthy Frank, aka Joji now, looking normal as hell. iDubbbz, all these guys, Max Mofo, all these dudes have contributed. Not this dude on the very right. I don't know who the hell he is. Is that like Moist Critical? I'm just kidding. I'm pretty sure this is a random guy. Maybe not. Maybe like, because he looks pretty close to him. So I'm not sure who that the fuck that is. Is that How to Basic? It could be How to Basic. I don't know. Maybe I'm retarded, but I don't know who the fuck that is. Shaped the internet. Shaped YouTube. Okay. My longest yeah boy ever. Ah, yes. Whoever runs this Twitter account is a man of class. My longest yeah boy ever. I'm pretty sure that the record is beat now. I don't know if this is a record or not, but I'm pretty sure it's beat. It's unfortunate, but he will always be known as the man with the longest yeah boy ever. No matter how long people do it, and we could go hundreds of years from now, and there's some motherfucker with like advanced lung capacity, and it says that shit for like 10 hours, like Mr. Beat's great grandson. But it don't even matter, bro. Like we're all just gonna think of this dude whenever we think of the longest yeah boy ever. So definitely carved himself into internet culture with this one. Slender Man, kind of like self-explanatory. This messed up a lot of kids, and obviously with the news reports and stuff, it did really affect the internet, like, heavily. Even in the real life, it affected something. So that is actually nuts. A lot of movies made of it. Of course it's iconic. Of course. Like, I remember also watching videos on Slender Man, and like people playing Slender Man right in class, treating it like, oh, look at me, I'm fucking tough. I play Slender Man. I play fucking Slender Man on my phone, my iPod, and fucking... So overall, if it reaches the classroom, it's iconic. And it did hit the classroom pretty hard. Pizza time. All this shit's iconic, honestly. The people that sent this shit into this Twitter account are spot on with a lot of their requests. Because pizza time... Let me tell you, when I first heard that shit, man, like, not like when I watched a movie, but when I first seen the memes and shit, man, like, oh, I was dying laughing. Me and my boys were dying laughing of that shit. Like, Pizza Time, it's just so iconic. Tobey Maguire so iconic. His role in Spider-Man so iconic. Like, I play Pokemon Go every day, kid. Pyro made a video about him. Leafy, I'm pretty sure, made a video about him. All these iconic YouTubers have made videos about him talking shit. This was a different time on YouTube. People fucking flamed this kid hard. Dislike bombed, talking shit about him, how he looks. Obviously can't say that shit nowadays because you can't bully and harass on YouTube.com. But I could say, I think it's pretty cringe. But you can't deny he had the internet like on fire for a while there with his diss tracks. Like, bruh, Black Ops 2 is undeniable. Like, there's so many montages on there. There's so many fucking trolling videos, bro. That was like the Fortnite of its time, bro. Like, there was so many different types of content you can make. People knifing, just people fucking trolling. There was people like pub stomping, there was quickscopers, there were trick shotters. This game survived like 3 years after. Like, people were still playing this shit 3-4 years after. Surprisingly, you still see people use it as background gameplay and shit. It's just undeniable. Personally, this was my MW2. I didn't really like play MW2 because I wasn't really into Call of Duty at that point, because I was more into like Sonic and like all those other games that are like for cringe little kids. Yeah, I was more into that. I wasn't really into Call of Duty so much until I was. Walter Clement commenting, I like fire trucks and monster trucks. And then replying Walter. I still see this meme really shared like around today. So it has shaped the internet in a really big way. And I have seen this reference many of times across the internet. Different Walter Clements account. It's just so like, there's just the thought of that. Like some little kid writing, I like fire trucks and monster trucks. And then like replying to himself with his name. There's just something so adorable with that. And it'll be iconic for a while because it's just timeless. Orange Justice kid. This is just a couple years ago, but I would still say this was pretty iconic. He was some kid that got memed on so hard on Twitter, and like people really thought like, oh, this is just a meme. And then they brought it into Fortnite, like the Chad's Fortnite could be sometimes. So they brought him in. It's still called Orange Justice. People still call it Orange Justice to this day. Back in like grade 7, grade 8, bro. I used to bump this shit religiously. Like Skrillex and dubstep and like dubstep in general. Mostly Skrillex, but I used to listen to a lot of dubstep pretty much at that point. I like dubstep so much because of Skrillex and this song Bangarang. I just wanted more music like that, so I looked it up. And yeah, pretty much. Like I don't hate dubstep now. Like, I still honestly listen to it sometimes. So yeah, I will bump the odd Skrillex track here and there, but for the most part, yeah, he did have a dubstep in this song in particular had a huge impact on the internet. So it's pretty fun looking through these and getting waves of nostalgia back. And honestly, I need that good nostalgia right up in my lungs so I could function. Because nostalgia, man, you know, it's there for a reason. It's reason why people love it, man. But let me know in the comments. Nostalgic watching this video, or like, but man, we're nearing 100 subscribers, so like, if you could subscribe, that'd be great. I don't really ask for people to do that in my videos so much. I mostly just put like a black screen at the end saying subscribe and like sub and stuff, and like, obviously that doesn't really work, so I just hope, you know, this call to action will. Obviously, if you can't tell, I'm trying to do this shit like full time now. I'm trying to post as much as I could. I'm just trying to bring back like these old commentary type videos because I feel like it's really missing. People are like pussy right now. Like, people are really scared to like post their honest opinions and how they feel on here because they're out of fear of a lot of different things, cancel culture. I know I'm going on a tangent here now, but I feel like it's imperative that I tell what my goal is for this channel. And that is to stupid, I know it sounds cringy, but like, it's shit that I grew up with and hold dear to my heart. Like, is all this like commentary shit and all this like memeing on mic and like having fun, making videos, entertaining people, and making friends along the way. All that cringe, all that stupid shit out of here. It's been Deacon. You're a real one if you made it to the end. Let me know in the comments if you made it this far. You know, if you ended up making to the end, bro, like, just comment bruh twice so I know. And I love your comment. And yeah, have a good night, guys. Suck this dick.